$400 million legal fund of my own money alone, and I'm coming for every single person who lied, every single girl who lied, all of the Twitter accounts that defamed me, the social media accounts that banned me, saying I was a dangerous person when I had never been convicted of any crime ever.
This guy has tried to make a return to YouTube, but it's gone horribly wrong. If you don't know, Andrew Tate is completely banned from all the top platforms except for X, which Elon Musk owns and brought him back to. Just recently, YouTube were being very generous and said a lot of old creators that were terminated that we said cannot make an account again, you can. So Andrew Tate took it upon himself to make a new account, but they're not feeling him. Let me just get through the statement that they put out, then we'll talk about this more. They had said, we've had a lot of questions about a pathway back to YouTube for some terminated creators to set up a new channel. This will be a limited pilot project with a subset of creators in addition to those channels terminated for policies that have depreciated. And Sneeko, a top creator, is one of the people that has been brought back. So Andrew Tate made an announcement saying this.
So it seems YouTube are unbanning people. Alex Jones is unbanned. Nick Fuentes is unbanned. I was banned around the same time. Perhaps I was one of the earliest bans in this entire culture war, supposedly for being a dangerous person and having all these crazy opinions. Crazy opinions like the COVID vaccines are dangerous and Trump should be our president.
I gotta admit, Alex Jones, out of all the people mentioned that's been banned over the years, is probably the most outspoken and the most controversial with the wildest conspiracy theories.
The COVID vaccines are dangerous, and Trump is our president. So I look forward to coming back to YouTube. I don't say anything too extreme. I don't say anything too political. By and large, it's just me and my supercars, maybe a bit of training.
All the different platforms are dealing with Andrew Tate differently. So you have Instagram, you can speak about Andrew Tate over there, but you cannot make an account. But there's tons of accounts remade of Andrew Tate. So that is a bizarre situation. Then you have TikTok. TikTok, you cannot post about Andrew Tate at all, unless it's the mainstream media like Sky News or BBC News. And then you have YouTube. YouTube banned him, but other platforms can post about him. So all the different platforms have different rules for him.
I just bought a new super yacht, 42 meter, brand new. I'm into yachting now. I'll probably put that on YouTube. There's no extreme opinions from me. I'm just a guy with a whole bunch of money who pointed out the obvious, like women couldn't drive. We all know women can't drive. And I'm glad that we now live in a world where free speech is finally restored. This is my YouTube channel. I am guaranteeing you all at home, because YouTube is a fantastic company run on principles, that they are definitely not gonna ban me.
Yeah, he got banned straight away. So if they decided to bring him back, now a lot of companies are going to get stressed from governments. If you think that is far-fetched, just recently, Kamala Harris, the woman that was running for president against Donald Trump for United States presidency, mentioned Tate in her autobiography.
So Kamala Harris just admitted in her new book that I was one of the reasons she lost. And I've been saying for a very long time that the reason the liberals and the Democrats have been trying to put me in jail is because I can affect elections. And now Kamala's saying, yes, Andrew wasn't in jail, so he's one of the reasons why I lost the election. Read her book. She says it herself. Gotcha, bitch.
Which we'll get into towards the end of this video, and we clearly understand and know how the UK government feel about Andrew Tate. They're trying to ban him in schools. They hate his influence here. But Andrew Tate here seems to think he deserves another chance on YouTube, but he's not half as bad as some of the other people that they allow on the platform.
I don't do anything even close to the line. I don't do any of the things the liberals do. I'm not like the left calling for the assassination of my political opponents. I'm not celebrating the death of people I disagree with. I'm not doing anything like that. I drive some cars, I make some jokes, I spend some money, I'm on my yacht, I do some weights. That's it. So I am sure there is no way that YouTube is gonna ban my new channel. You know, I wonder why they haven't reinstated my old channel. Maybe they forgot, maybe they missed me on the list.
Now, the general conception of how this rule is going to work that I have seen is that you're going to have to start again. That is the main thing they're saying. You're going to have to start again completely and build up your subscriber base. But people have been getting reinstated. Like Sneeko's channel just popped up and people going on about that. So there is a way to reinstate channels as well. I actually myself have an old gaming channel that was gaining millions of views per day and was growing at a rapid rate. It got suspended, I believe, for music violations. I would like to get that back if it was possible. But I think the main rule is, other than some exceptions, you're gonna have to start again. Sneako actually made a proper breakdown video that he released explaining why all of these strikes shouldn't have been allowed and they've depreciated. They said we DM'd you on Twitter. That started to pick up some steam, and all of a sudden both of these channels were back. He was saying that they owe him money and his channel, but now Sneako has officially returned to YouTube and will be posting content again.
I'm sure there's not a coordinated attack from the Matrix at the highest level because of my massive influence over the youth that the British Foreign Office especially send letters to everybody begging them to get rid of me. I'm sure it's nothing to do with any of that, but it doesn't matter. They forgot about my old channel, they skipped it, so I've made a new one. And here I am to show all you guys my fantastic cars and all my money and all my wealth and not do anything even close to dangerous politically. I really can't wait for this to be one of the largest, most successful, most well-known channels on YouTube all over the FYP. Not shadow banned, just a normal channel from a normal guy.
So pre-Musk on Twitter, Andrew Tate was permanently banned for tweets stating that women belong in a home and that our victims bear responsibility for their assault. This marks his first major social media exclusion, limiting his ability to defend himself publicly. 2022, there was a wave of deplatforming. Tate's content explodes in popularity, especially on TikTok, where Andrew Tate videos rack up over 12.7 billion views by mid-year. Groups like Hope Not Hate label him dangerous, misogynistic, and sparking campaigns to remove him. Platforms cite repeated violations, including hate speech and glorifying violence. August 19, 2022, Meta, Facebook, and Instagram permanently banned him for breaching policies on dangerous organizations and individuals and hate speech. Tate had 4.7 million followers on Instagram at the time. Meta confirms the removal, noting his misogynistic remarks had reached millions. Tate responds on a Twitch stream with Aiden Ross, claiming these videos were taken out of context and expressed no anger, but calling it a massive shame for Instagram to bow to pressure. Wasn't long before TikTok permanently banned him in August 2022. His official account for violating hateful ideology policies. Despite the ban, the platform pledges to ramp up enforcement on related videos, but struggles as Andrew Tate content continues to trend, with people just manipulating it. A couple days later, YouTube terminates all channels associated with him. Tate's speech, with 744,000 subscribers, is taken off the internet for multiple violations, community guidelines including hate speech. This follows pressure after his Meta and TikTok bans, and YouTube states the uploader is barred from creating new channel. He even got banned from Twitch as well, which I don't even think he used. Even WhatsApp, obviously Meta owned WhatsApp as well, bans Tate, adding it to the list of exclusions. He posts screenshots of Twitter detailing a wrong Matrix attack list, including Gmail banned him, Uber, Airbnb, Spotify, SoundCloud, multiple UK banks, NatWest, Barclays, Discord, Apple IDs, and TikTok. He claims placement on a PEP, a politically exposed person list, prevents him from opening bank accounts. And actually, the Tate brothers we just seen recently are suing Meta and TikTok, obviously Meta on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, in Los Angeles country's Superior Court for defamation and unlawful deplatforming. They accuse the companies of character assassination by vague ban reasons, allowing media to imply criminality. The suit claims massive financial losses from their social media dependent business, Hustlers University, and this is ongoing as of now. Tate obviously frames these bans as a Matrix attack, this term for the establishment control, often boasting on Twitter X that they increased these fame because people are more interested in his figure, and he still generates billions of views across these platforms somehow.
If you've been paying attention, you'll see I'm currently engaged in about 15 lawsuits. I told everybody at the beginning of the mass slander of the Tate name that there would be a counterattack. That counterattack is a $400 million legal fund of my own money alone, and I'm coming for every single person who lied, every single girl who lied, all of the Twitter accounts that defamed me, the social media accounts that banned me, saying I was a dangerous person when I had never been convicted of any crime ever, this large-scale Matrix attack that they rolled out against me. Let's not forget, everybody, 2 or 3 years ago, not only was I thrown in jail, I was a human trafficker, remember? And I said, wait to the end. Wait till the end. Where are the victims? Where's the evidence? Wait till the end of this. You're going to see. All of it was a setup. No one talks about it. Look what they did to my life. They threw me in and out of jail. They slandered me all over the news. I could locked in my house for 3 years, and now they go, oops.
Critics argued that the platforming was overdue, but incomplete enforcement. Obviously, there's fan clips still. allow these ideology to spread. Platforms like Rumble have become his refuge, where he's still active on now, and obviously on other people's podcasts, and he remains active on X right now that have kept him on there. I think it's pretty obvious though that if you deplatform someone, you're just going to draw more interest, and these social media platforms can never fully get rid of that person. There's fan clips, they will slow down the clips, they will change it from not his voice exactly, they'll do all different things to keep spreading the message. If they want to post it, they will find a way, the fans will.
The same people who were pushing for the Ukraine war, the same people who were trying to issue new international arrest warrants against me, the Brits, the British did this. And all of these accounts that were constantly slandering me, insulting me, were psyops. They were getting paid by British intelligence services. This whole thing was a setup head to toe because they were scared I was going to overthrow an election in the UK. That's what happened. I've been innocent the entire fucking time. And now, in an American court, under Donald Trump, everybody's going to have to answer for what they did to me. I said at the beginning of this, I said at the very beginning, wait till the end, you will see it was a setup. You may have all forgotten. I've lived through this for years. I haven't forgotten. And I'm exposing every single corrupt person from head to toe. And if they kill me, they kill me. Because it is completely unfair that an innocent man gets popular enough with the masculine youth that he can affect an election, so you decide to destroy his life, steal his money, and lie about him. That is completely unfair. That is not democratic. And we're going to discuss it all in court. I would never kill myself. I am happy to lose my $400 million fortune in this fight. I'm happy to go completely broke and live on a beach in the Philippines trying to do the right thing. Because if I don't do it, no one else will. I'm one of the few men with the financial resource to fight these behemoths. I'm one of the few men with the money to fight against these companies that have endless resource, and they own the entire judicial systems and law systems of most Western nations. I'm the only one stupid enough to do it, and I'm going to do it to the end. See you in court.
So yeah, he's been banned again. So right now he has to remain on X as the main platform that is allowing him to spread his message. But let's get into this Kamala Harris situation. The woman that ran for president against Trump, she actually brought up Andrew Tate in her recent autobiography. And Andrew Tate spoke about this in a recent video.
Kamala lost the election because of me and Myron. I just read in her book. That she lost the election because Myron Gaines and Andrew Tate were telling young men that having a female president girl boss is a bad idea. And she lost the election. That's terrible. That's terrible. She was going to go to the White House. She was going to make everybody a sandwich. She was going to wear her little pantsuit. And she was going to walk around, you know. What's done is done by the days the done has finished.
She said exactly, for some, the voices that filled the void belong to Andrew Tate and Myron Gaines, the guy from Fresh and Fit, and others who grab attention with get rich or fitness content, then deliver arguments that feminism is damaging to masculinity and women need to know their place.
But I ruined it. Me personally, me by name. She said my name, that I personally ruined her election. Me by name. Aw, that makes me feel terrible. That's not flattering at all. All these other conservative influencers on the internet, they don't get mentioned. No, I get mentioned. Myron gets mentioned. The realist of niggers get mentioned. I feel so bad. This hasn't made my day. This is terrible news. Gosh golly darn it. I stopped the first black Indian female president. Me, I did it.
It's called, I believe, 107 Days. It's a biography about the relative account focused on her 178 days as a Democratic nominee after Joe Biden's withdrawal in July 2024. The Tate mentions appear in the chapter analyzing voter shifts, where Harris discusses the brutal cultural influence of youth, including social media's role in amplifying toxic masculinity. It sparked backlash with critics, including Tate, mocking her for blaming influencers rather than taking accountability for losing. And Tate obviously responded on X with this video you're watching.
I stopped the first black Indian retarded female president. Me, I stopped it. Just me, one guy who was in and out of jail and house arrest. And then also, I mean, I've been telling everybody that all my legal cases and them throwing me in jail and all these warrants are because they know I can affect elections and they're just trying to get rid of me. And now I wasn't in jail and I affected the election and they admit it, which proves I was innocent all along. So I've suffered for years of injustice at the face of corrupt justice systems because they were afraid I was going to do exactly what I did.
One thing that pretty much has been proven overall is it's impossible to get people to vanish off the internet. Tate, more than anyone, they want him removed on all these platforms, and I still see his content all the time. It's on my feeds on every single platform. You can't just vanish someone off the internet. The AI systems are not working that well yet.
Golly gosh darn it. This is a terrible day. This doesn't feel like vindication for the proof that I've been innocent all along. This doesn't feel like it's funny because I'm petty. This doesn't make me feel really powerful. No, this is terrible news. This is terrible. Poor Kamala. And Tim Waltz. We all wanted Tim, good old Tim.
There's so many subjects in this video I covered, like him trying to return to YouTube. It's mainly Meta that he wants to launch this massive lawsuit against, and the likelihood of him winning is literally hardly any at all. It's their platform, they offer it for free. If they don't want him on there, they can remove him. He said he's going to put 400 million of his own money towards this. That's a lot of money, but nothing to the likes of Meta, and they're constantly dealing with legal situations day to day. They have a preset team of lawyers probably used to dealing with stuff like this. And how many times now have we seen when these massive companies win a lawsuit, they'll make you pay their legal expenses anyway?
The American empire's back. We're done with this crap. Elon owns X. I get to tell the truth. All of your lies are being exposed, and I cannot wait for the disinfectant of sunlight to come down and exonerate my brother and I, because we have done nothing wrong since the beginning of this. The chance of me becoming UK Prime Minister within the next 10 years is somewhere near 100%, because I'm one of the most well-known people on the planet who can self-fund, and everybody understands even if you don't like me, I get things done. I will be the next UK Prime Minister. I guarantee.
So it must show a little bit how powerful X is becoming. A man that's been banned off all the other big social media platforms has still managed to have apparently an influence on the US elections. Wild times. Make sure you subscribe.